Today we're driving the 2026 Toyota RAV4 Limited. I've already filmed this car, but it was in Arizona or somewhere warm and sunny, and today is not that. It's cold, it's freezing, it's April 1st. However, this is not an April Fool's video. We've already uploaded that. Go check that out. I've bought the perfect family vehicle, which is a...
reduced family Miata.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. So anyway, today's video is about the RAV4 Hybrid Limited. This is the most expensive RAV4 you can buy that isn't a plug-in hybrid. Starting price is around $44,000. As listed, this is $46,000. It's got 236 horsepower. Toyota doesn't quote torque because Toyota,
None of their hybrid cars.
1 million torques.
All the torques.
Yep. We have a very nice interior, a very nice driving experience. It's been a while since I've been in the RAV4, and it's nice to drive it on our bumpy Michigan roads. Chris has lived with it all week. You started with how many miles of range?
Over 600.
Okay, and you've driven it over 100 miles.
Yeah.
And you're down to... You've basically been... Usually at this point in the week, if I get into a car that you've been in, the tank is empty.
It's got no fuel.
You still have 540 miles left.
Yeah. It doesn't... the essence of fuel, it just doesn't exist in this car.
That's amazing.
Which is nice for right now, but also it's got a 14.5 gallon tank. It's rated at 43 mpg city, 41 combined. So if you are actually getting those numbers, you can go over 600 miles of range.
This has
awesome.
been averaging almost 40 miles to the gallon for you this week, and it's a new car too. It hasn't really been even broken in. Only 241 miles on the odometer here, so we'll do a little bit of break-in today.
Yeah.
We have lots of physical buttons and controls in this interior, and I love it for that.
You know, this is cool. This is the first time I've been in the new 6th gen RAV4. I didn't go to the launch event like you did, so I was kind of just taking all this in for the first time. And I'm very proud of how many buttons are in this interior. And also places to put things. Look at this.
It's wonderful.
There,
look at these phones.
This is very deep. Our phones are sort of in bed together right now a little bit.
That's right.
And then, did you know that this did this?
No!
Yeah, you flip it over and have this surface.
They didn't tell me that at the launch event, or maybe they did and I forgot. That's really cool. Wow. And you can open it from both sides like a Lexus, and then it just comes out completely. Wow.
So that's neat.
What does it say here? Oh, don't put drinks and snacks on there.
Yeah.
That's okay. Does it go both ways?
Yeah. You just put it any way you want.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, we spent entirely too much time on that, but I'm thoroughly impressed.
It's good, isn't it?
I was not expecting that. We have a panoramic moonroof with roof rails.
Yeah. Toyota, they're keen on making their press cars as loud as possible. At least, though, they didn't put the running boards on this.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully they don't make running boards for this.
I bet they do.
What color is this, Chris?
This is finished in Storm Cloud.
Storm Cloud. Great looking color.
I was trying to yell over the car.
Yeah.
It's windy over here.
It is windy. Look at this. Sidewall.
Dude,
Not
it's
20-inch
18-inch
wheels.
wheel.
It's an 18 on a Limited.
Top trim.
Thank
it's 18-inch
you.
Wheel.
Bridgestone Taranza EL450s.
They're listening.
We like everything about the new RAV4. Maybe not the front end as much, but it drives better, it's quieter, it's more refined, the interior feels more upscale, it handles better, even though car driver says it doesn't. But it's just more excellent.
It is.
All right.
I think. Yes.
Compact spare tire for the win. All right, we'll put this right here. Oops. Oops. There we go. Oh.
This is the all-wheel drive model too, so it's nice that they still put that in there.
Yes. JBL sound system. This is what, a 2.5 liter?
Yes.
Okay. Super easy ingress and egress. Heated rear seats. They're either on or they're off. Vents. Yeah. Tons of headroom.
Armrest.
Plenty of room underneath the seat to put my feet.
Good. Yeah.
This is good space. Yeah. I feel like I haven't put car seats in this. This was my opportunity to, but I'm traveling a lot this week and don't have time to really have this car very much. But it seems like there's a little bit more room here to put like a rear-facing car seat. The seat back doesn't jut out as much as it did in the previous generation RAV4.
I feel like we got a little bit of stadium seating going on.
Yeah, I can kind of see a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good interior space. It's quiet, too.
It is. Well insulated, Christopher.
Yeah. What's the fuel economy here, Christopher?
It is 41 combined, 43 city, and I think 37 highway.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. That's engine.
This is a brand new car.
Yeah.
No one has even really driven this at all.
Usually they have like mud splashes in the engine bay.
Not
and
a
stuff.
speck of dust.
No.
All right. What do we have here? More mobile trailer repair. Okay.
That's okay.
We have some settings in here, which is the traditional place for settings in a Toyota, as in this menu. And then there are a bunch of different screens that you can kind of swipe through different pages. You can see your navigation, your driving assistance, your stock market lines for how fast you've been going.
Charlie would have it on that one.
Speed, yep. And then you could probably individually customize all of these too. I kind of like the dual pod gauges. And then you can hit OK for settings, turn on and off your head-up display. You have some vehicle settings in here where you can turn some more things off, like rear seat reminder, which we have done. We just spent actually about 10 minutes turning a bunch of things off in this interior because they're annoying and useless features, like driver attention assist, which if you look away for a second, if you just have a prolonged blink to re-lubricate your eyeballs, it'll tell you to pay attention to the road. It's insanely just annoying.
So not as sensitive as the Volvo EX30, though, that would yell at you when you yawned.
That's right.
Remember that one?
Yeah, that was funny. Infotainment, more responsive, which is great. There's more things to turn off in here, which is great.
I didn't
PDA,
realize...
public display of affection. No, proactive driving assist.
Right. We've got that turned off.
Okay.
I didn't realize Toyota did a revised version of the infotainment. This is
this is
a surprise to me when I got in.
The future of Toyotas. We've got heated, ventilated seat buttons or icons down here.
This is one thing I don't like about this car. Although, you know what? They react pretty quickly.
They're pretty fast.
And
they're
have
constant.
they have an auto mode, too, which is a little bit of an excuse to have them in the screen.
Lexus-y.
Yeah.
And you have physical buttons for your temperature right here. And a volume knob. New CX-5 has none of these things.
The clicks on that? Lovely.
Just as the engine turns on. It's nice. There's a little bit of knurling there, too. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and you can also make this... Oh, you can make this full screen. You can have your quick access icons on the side. That's great. Reverse cameras. Kind of dusty, kind of dirty, but they draw what's underneath you. That's great.
Everything just does that now. Toyotas.
Yeah, all Toyotas. I went to some Toyota event and they were boasting about how the new Land Cruiser does that. And then the week before, I just driven a new Camry, which also did that. But they were touting it as this big off-road feature. Nice thing about the RAV4 is that it is actually off-road capable. You got decent ground clearance here. And you can get this in the woodland trim. Yeah, a little bit bigger tire, an all-terrain, a little bit more. I would go aftermarket for a lift, but I think it has off-road tunes. Is it the same suspension? I think it's the same suspension. Yeah.
Well, Toyota has this new sort of vision board for the RAV4. There are 3 different sort of themes. There's Core, which is what we're in right now. This is Core. And then there's Rugged or Off-Road or whatever, which is the Woodland, and Sport, which is the GR.
The GR Sport is, I'm actually really excited to get
drive that
in because it was a complete shocker as to how good it was. All right, let's go drive this one. As the sun is setting on this beautifully cold and miserable evening in Ypsilanti.
A little bit of orange poking, but mostly gray.
It's about to rain for the next week straight, so I just decided to
Florida.
F off to Florida.
Yeah. First thing I noticed actually with this is that the engine is not as loud as it was.
It's not at all. I barely heard it just then. It used to be a pretty grainy...
Still kind of grainy, but...
It's fast too. It's like properly quick.
Yeah.
Fewer rattles in this new RAV4.
Yeah. This one hasn't gone over enough potholes yet.
It hasn't been driven. No, it's a really nice driving experience. It's so much more refined. Got our speed limit icon beep blinking at us constantly. I think as long as you spend about 30 minutes turning everything off in your RAV4, you're going to have an excellent driving experience.
Yeah.
Just all the nannies get get a bit irksome.
I usually just suffer through them because I can never figure out how to turn anything off in Toyotas.
But your sport mode, throttle and steering are more responsive, and transmission shifts at higher RPM. What transmission?
It doesn't have gears though.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Hard on the brakes, chucking it in. A little bit of rotation off throttle.
I mean, why would you ever need more than that in a RAV4?
Flat on the way out. That's great. It's just, there's a really satisfying level of squish to this new RAV4. It's so comfortable.
See, in my opinion, I think SUVs should all have a level of squish.
Yes.
Because it's an SUV at the end of the day.
No, this
go buy a
doesn't-
GR Corolla if you want to go hard around a corner. This just needs to be comfortable.
It's so comfortable. It's absorbent to bumps.
Just works.
Maybe there's a little bit of wind noise here, but there's a little bit of wind noise in every vehicle in this class.
Yeah.
Brakes feel decent.
Ride quality? Sublime. Well, the 18-inch wheels help too, and the big sidewall.
So remember how these brakes feel this week in this RAV4?
Yeah.
Because they feel better than a $116,000 AMG
Oh god.
E63 hybrid wagon.
That's what you've been driving this week.
Yep. AMG wagon feels like someone has just drilled a pinhole in a brake line, and it just
That's
goes
concerning.
to the halfway to the floor, or it's done a track day and boiled the fluid multiple times.
We know Mercedes doesn't do the best hybrid brake pedal.
No, they haven't figured out how to do it. But Toyota, this is decent.
Toyota like wrote the book on hybrids.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna trust anybody to do a hybrid, it's probably Toyota. And this is now Gen 5 hybrid system. So
It just works.
does.
Yeah. That's right. Gen 5 hybrid system in the Gen 6 RAV4.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, my passenger seat is power
Oh, great.
with height adjust.
And you look like you're a little bit lower
Yeah, well,
in this
I'm going
RAV4
higher
than you
now,
usually
but-
are in a Toyota product.
Oh yeah. Go super low.
Let's get on the highway. Listen to wind noise.
You are still in sport, Christopher.
Oh yeah. Let's go back let's go eco. Let's try that.
I like this. I like that animation.
It's nice, yeah.
I like how the cluster turns solid green for a second. That's cool.
Oh, it's pretty. Alright, let's try out adaptive cruise control. This is something I didn't really have a huge chance to mess with in Arizona. Have you messed with the driving assistance systems at all?
It works okay.
They're okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be...
You know what I haven't tried yet, and I
Here.
want to try, is the lane change assist. I haven't tried that because I was raining when I was out, and like some of the cameras were blocked.
We're gonna give it a go.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a haptic system. That's nice, not torque sensing.
Oh, grip sensor.
Grip sensor, yeah.
Yeah, that's always good. I thought the steering wheel leather felt nice too.
It does. Touch points are good. You have any complaints about the RAV4 hybrid?
Not really. I mean, just I wish the heated seat buttons were physical, but I don't
Savage
care that
goose.
much. Savage geese. Oh, I do actually have a complaint. The center console sticks out too far, and it's hard.
Oh yeah, I could see how that would
Yeah,
wear on
that's
your
like my one
kneecap
complaint.
on long drives.
Yep. They could keep this design, but just pad it. Because like the Lexus,
It is really
one of the
wide.
Lexuses we were just driving was similar, but it was padded here.
Yep.
This is just hard plastic.
Yep. To accommodate all these buttons.
There's literally 2 cars in a row with their high beams on.
Nice.
Legitimately.
Oh, sport mode. No wheel spin. Nice power distribution there. It's actually pretty decent. Alright, so here we go. Setting speed. Alright, you want to try the lane change assist? Okay, let's get our speed a little bit higher here.
I don't know know if the icon has to be lit up green, because right now it's white on the little arrows. See that?
Let's see if it does it. Oh, it's going to do
It's
it
doing it.
on a turn. It did it, and I have a little thing showing me.
Will it do it if your hands aren't even anywhere near the wheel? See if it'll go back to the right.
No. Activation
Not
condition not satisfied. You know, I wasn't really satisfied with that either. So, no harm, no foul. All right, so now it's on. Yeah. Oh, it does want you to hold the wheel, but you can kind of take your hands off for a second.
Okay, so in that way, it's better than the Hyundai system.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The Hyundai system is completely useless.
Okay, very good. All right, so 75 miles an hour on the highway. Comfortable. Little bit of road noise, but not terrible. Let's see what it's like with the sunroof closed.
Maybe better there.
Or the shade closed.
The crossbars.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, now that the CX-5 is just screen and no physical buttons, RAV4's got to be king. I mean, all the cars in this class are great.
The CR-V is quite lovely.
The CR-V is lovely. The Tucson is lovely. The CX-5 is still quite lovely. But it's really, really hard to beat just the comfort and plushness and efficiency of this too. I mean,
this might be the choice. It'd be tough for me between this and the CR-V because they both are just so good.
The CR-V is really good. It's maybe not this efficient. It's pretty efficient though.
It is, yeah. I don't think it's, I agree.
But my biggest complaint with the RAV4 used to be tons of interior rattles. They fixed that. And just an unrefined feeling powertrain. A little bit loud, a little bit grainy. The power here feels fantastic.
It does, yeah.
And it's a lot quieter pretty much all the time.
Yeah, this is a limited too, so that it probably has extra sound deadening and things. It might have a different windshield or something. Usually top trim cars have a little bit extra.
That's right.
But apples to apples, I mean, the last 5th gen RAV4 we drove, I think, was also a limited, and it was definitely louder than this.
Yes, definitely. You don't have to get the limited. Look at that.
Nice. There are...
They out tonight.
There are actually many RAV4 trim levels.
Oh my gosh,
there are so many. I went on the configurator, and you actually have to scroll multiple times to get through all the trim levels.
Jeez.
So there is literally a RAV4 for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, from the base model, which is like 30-something grand, all the way up to the GR Sport, which is like $50-something thousand.
Yeah. Oh, have they released pricing on the GR Sport?
I'm pretty sure it's on the website.
Do you remember how much it was?
It's like high 40s, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So by the time you do it, I think it's 50 grand.
Oh, jeez.
Not far off of this. I mean, this is 46.
Sure.
As tested, so you want this back open for light.
Oh, yeah, sure. What little light we have. Let's go back into eco mode. I always like eco mode in Toyotas because it kind of dulls the climate a little bit. If it's not too hot or not too cold, it's nice. And it'll kind of make it a little bit easier to throttle that EV mode around town.
Yeah. You do have an EV mode button here too, which will do, I think it's only up to 25. Is that usually what they are?
Yeah.
20, 25?
Yeah, it's like neighborhood speeds. But you know what that's really for? That's for the pickup line at school.
Yeah.
So you can idle through without the engine turning on if you have enough juice in the battery.
Yeah, see,
I never really saw the point of this EV mode button until
I
had children.
I never think of stuff like that.
Yeah. I hope Toyota doesn't get rid of it because it's really nice.
Yeah. Well, I think the fact that they're kind of sticking to some of this physicality here is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're still in EV mode. Haven't gotten out of it. Usually it'll stay in EV mode until this first line, and then when you go past that, it'll kick off.
I want to compliment visibility out of this too. I think that's quite nice.
Oh yeah.
Kind of just the boxy nature of it.
Big windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is just squared off.
Yeah. Which is kind of what we're seeing with a lot of cars in the segment. Nissan Rogue, CR-V, this, boxy, Bronco Sport, Equinox. I think steering weight's just about perfect too.
Steering weight is great.
Yeah.
They really did a nice job with this new RAV4.
They just nailed everything.
I wouldn't mind a few more physical controls, but
Yeah.
climate gives you everything as a constant icon. Air recirculation, auto, fan speed, your temperature, you can use physical buttons for that, which is great because you're always kind of messing with temperature.
Yeah.
It's
is
all
nice
here.
Because even if you have it in auto, which is what I assume that's what they intend, like you said, at least your temperature is physical.
Sure.
Which is nice. That's constant.
They could have made these a little bit more separated and larger icons, but
Yeah.
they're fine. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
And
fine.
there's a little ridge to rest your hand on and kind of stabilize your pointer finger.
Yeah. No, that is helpful.
Yeah.
You have that. It's very soft too.
It's very soft.
Very soft.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of soft touch
Yeah.
materials in this interior, except for this.
That's terrible.
But you
Yeah,
can take
okay,
it out and move it
just
around.
Get rid of it.
You
Yeah.
can flip it over.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that is my second complaint. There are just a couple of touches in here with your orifices that are just a bit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elbows and knees are a little bit uncozy.
Yeah, and they've added functionality to the map. I mean, this is just Toyota's updated infotainment system, and it's really nice. Click on that, it'll get you a burger.
Really?
Click on that, yeah. There it is, Blazing Burgers.
Blazing burgers with a Z. Dude, Laziz Eats, so good.
Really?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Just got hungry again.
Same.
No, this is nice. It's just modern enough, refreshed enough, improved. It's still the large display, but I feel like they've actually made good use of it now. You have some really cool quick access controls here for brightness, which you didn't have before. You can start your, if you have a dash cam, you can start recording,
Yeah.
things like that. It's just clever. And there's a physical dimmer switch over here to the left. Holly frickin' Luya.
I've noticed commenters under like every video you post, they're like, but does it have a physical dimmer switch?
It's a thing now. It's a thing. I mean, driving at night, it's getting dark. This is what I would want to do. Okay, I don't like that I have to dim
Separate.
two things, but at least it's easy to do.
Yeah. I always just think of you grilling the BMW engineers over that, and them just being so rattled by it.
I was like employing the Socratic method, asking them questions as to
Is
what
it
their
gonna have a
reasoning
dimmer
was.
switch?
Yeah. It's surprisingly fast.
It is, yeah. But I just like that it's not droney and buzzy like a lot of the older Toyota hybrids. Even the Highlander we just drove,
Yeah.
pretty loud powertrain. I mean, it's not whisper quiet. I think the Honda system is quieter still than this,
Yeah.
but it's a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. No, it
for
is.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, I've gotten lost trying to get to Chris's house, and in an effort to make this drive more efficient and shorter, I think we've probably made it longer.
That's okay.
But that's okay. It's on the scenic route.
Yeah.
But those are going to wrap up my thoughts for this video. I think the initial impressions on the RAV4 have been fortified with even better impressions after living with it, which is kind of the highest compliment we can pay to a new car.
Absolutely. When we get back from the launch event, live with it in real life, thoughts stay the same, which is rare.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good stuff.
Cool. Keep an eye out for Chris's video on his channel, Topher Drives, and some more videos on the Winding Road Magazine YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Kind of a softer turn signal stock, too. I love a soft turn signal stock. I could make a whole YouTube channel just on turn signal stocks. Yeah.
We should do a turn signal stock tier list.
Oh,
You know how
yeah.
Charlie does the sound system tests?
We could.
The sound system tier list? We should do one for turn signals.
I would put this like B+, A-.
Dude, BMW now? S tier.
S tier, absolutely.
Yeah, short throw.
Yep, and something else we had
Oh,
was
we were
short
just
throw
driving
recently.
something that was really good last week.
Yeah.
Was it the Volvo? It was the Volvo.
It was the Volvo.
Yeah.
That was really good. Yep. Okay.
Anyway.
On that note.
Two Topher take. What's a T word for end?
Ta-da.
Yeah, I guess.
Toodles?
Toodles.
Toodles. It just got cleared from the gauge cluster, but we got 33.7 miles to the gallon in that video.
During that review.
During
on
that review.
trip.
Lots of full throttle and a little bit of
Yeah.
idling. That's very impressive.
Mhm.
Usually our MPG in a hybrid is like
18.
18. Remember the Top Gear Prius versus M3 around the lap board?
And the
and
M3
both
got
got
better.
like 20 miles to the gallon?
Yeah.
Those are our videos. But this got 33.7.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 33.7. So very impressive. Good job, RAV4.